Have you ever wondered where do EC2 instance actually live? Or how do AWS keep one company's server separate from another's? The answer is something called a virtual private cloud, or simply VPC. If you've ever wondered or felt AWS networking is confusing, don't worry. By the ending of this video, you will understand what a VPC is, why AWS needs it, how subnets work, internet gateway, the route table, and how everything connects together. Let's make networking very simple for you. Your AWS resources need a home. Many beginners think cloud servers are just floating somewhere inside AWS. That's actually not true. Every EC2 instance, every database, every load balancer, every application, they must live inside a network. The network is called a VPC. Imagine AWS as a giant apartment complex. Thousands of companies live there. Everyone shares the building, but everyone has their own apartments. Nobody can just suck up or walk into yours. That is exactly what a VPC is. It's your private apartment inside AWS. What exactly is a VPC? VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. Let's break it down. Virtual means it's not physical. Private means it's isolated. Cloud means it exists inside AWS. Imagine renting an entire floor inside a skyscraper. AWS owns the building, but your floor belongs only to you. So you decide who enters, which room exists, what doors stay locked, which people can actually visit, and that's your VPC. Nobody else's resources lives there. This isolation is one of the reasons AWS is secure. Every company gets its own private network. Then let me explain subnets. Now imagine your floor has different rooms. Instead of putting everything in one room, you organize it. That's exactly what subnet do. A subnet divides your VPC into smaller sections. AWS gives us two major types: a public subnet. Public subnet can communicate with the internet. That's where you usually place, the web servers, load balancer, bastion hosts, basically everything users need to access. Now, what about sensitive resources? Those goes into a private subnet. A private subnet cannot directly reach the internet. They are perfect because they're perfect for databases, the internal APIs, the backend services. Even if someone attacks your public server, your database is hidden away safely inside the private subnet, and that's a huge security advantage. Then the internet gateway. There's an important question people do ask. If my server is public, how does it actually connect to the internet? The answer is an internet gateway. Think of it like the main gate of a residential estate. Everyone entering or leaving must pass through that gate. Without an internet gateway, your VPC has no connection to the outside world. Even if your EC2 instance has a public IP, it still cannot access the internet. The internet gateway is what links your private AWS network to the public internet. Next is the route table. Now imagine there is a traffic officer standing at every road intersections. Whenever traffic arrives, the officer decides where it should go. What exactly does a route table do? So it contains rules. For example, if traffic wants to reach the internet, then send it to the internet gateway. If traffic is meant for another subnet, then keep it inside the VPC. If there isn't a matching rule, the traffic gets dropped. So no rule, no movement. Think of the route table as Google Maps for network traffic. It tells packets exactly where to go. Now, bringing everything together, let's summarize. A VPC gives you first isolation. Your resources stay separate from everyone else. Second, the subnet. This organizes your infrastructure. The public resources stays public. The private resources stays protected. Third, the controlled access. Internet gateway allows internet connectivity. Route table decides where traffic flows. Together, this creates a secure, organized cloud network. So here is the complete picture. Your AWS cloud, your VPC, the public and private subnets, the internet gateway, down to the route tables controlling traffic. Every AWS architecture starts here. So whether you are deploying an EC2 instance, an RDS database, an ECS container, or even Kubernetes with EKS, they all begin inside a VPC. Once you understand VPCs, every other AWS networking services become much easier to learn. So if this explanation helps you finally understand VPC, give this video a like, subscribe for more friendly AWS or DevOps tutorials. And in the next video, I'll be building a real VPC from scratch inside AWS and all these concepts in action. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.